Hello, I'm Annie and I'm the facilitator of the Art of Wellness event. I'm really excited because we've got a great lineup of speakers for our next event, and I thought it'd be a good idea to actually introduce you to a few of our speakers. First of all though, I just wanted to give you a little background on the Art of Wellness event as it is. I've been running these events for nearly 9 years, and during that time we've had hundreds of different speakers just presenting on their modalities and bringing wisdom into other people's lives about health and well-being and how to be proactive about your health. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce our first speaker today, and her name is Cath Manuel. And Cath is soil to supper, and she is a queen out there in the garden. She knows everything about growing healthy food, and she knows everything about how to help people get engaged with their gardens for emotional well-being. So let's see what Cath has to say. Hi Cath.
Hello Annie.
So lovely to have you here.
So nice to be here.
And so excited that you're actually going to be speaking at the Art of Wellness.
I know, I'm excited about it too.
We've talked about this for years, haven't we?
For a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So what are you going to bring to our Art of Wellness event?
Well, I'm speaking on gardening for the mind, body and soul. And to me, gardening and connecting with the earth is such a holistic thing. And it does care for our body, our mind and our soul when we connect to the earth. So I'm going to talk about my experiences.
Yes.
And now what I'm teaching through my programs.
Yes. Okay. What do you draw on? What are your skills, that you draw on to bring a talk like this to the world?
Well, my skills, my background is in horticulture. I'm a qualified horticulturist and permaculture designer.
Yep.
And I'm also now been studying horticultural therapy, which deals with gardening and plant-based activities to improve people's mind, body and soul, their health and well-being. So I draw on my knowledge and my skills, but also my life experiences as a gardener, having times of emotional problems and being able to connect with the earth for my own well-being. So I really draw on both those areas, and I'll be sharing that in my talk.
So when people come to the Art of Wellness, and there's going to be a few different topics. So when we get into gardening for health and well-being, what will be the main thing that you bring to that in terms of what will people get out of it? What will be the benefit of them learning about this?
I guess it's the benefit to me is knowing the improvements to our emotional and our health and well-being through connecting with the earth, because we have an innate connection to the earth anyway. So we really need to connect with the earth, learn to grow plants, get our hands in the soil, get our feet on the ground to get all those benefits. And it's amazing the research, the emotional benefits to it is incredible. And I think a lot of people don't realise that, just 30 minutes out in the garden can do so many things for reducing stress levels, and increase endorphins, but you're getting all the extra added bonus of growing your own food and being able to pick it and eat it, and it's all those health benefits. So that's really what I want to share with everyone, that holistic view to gardening, which
excellent.
I love.
Yeah, that's excellent. Well, I remember when we were just talking about this before we started filming, that we had a property up in North Queensland and Cyclone Steve came along, and basically before Cyclone Steve I was a black thumb in the garden, and all of the devastation and the forest falling down, it forced me to go into the garden, and I use that as therapy more than anything. And so I really understand where you're coming from, and I just think when things get too much and when we're really busy, going into the garden can be a beautiful leveler. I don't even want to answer the phone when I'm outside. I just don't. I'm connected with things that are green, and it's great.
It is.
So I know you'll bring a lot to this.
Leave everything behind, take your shoes off, go outside and just get that connection. And that's, now what I'm doing with my horticultural therapy programs. I'm actually teaching people garden therapy.
Yes.
And the benefits to many, many people.
Okay.
So that's wonderful, and that's what I want to share as well, what I'm doing with that.
And you've got a couple of surprises too, so I'm not going to tell everyone because they have to come. They have to come. All right, thank you, Cath.
Thank you,
really
Annie.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. It's going to be very exciting.